Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel and to the video in which of course we will analyze this new hero. So we are looking at this Kung Fu Panda collaboration event, and what exactly are we doing in this episode? We're gonna take this fat boy right here, Mr. Po. We're gonna analyze this hero. I'm gonna compare this hero with Mr. Gypsy and another heroes in order to explain the difference, because yes, indeed, there is one. And of course, on top, we're gonna have a closer look at his activation rate. That's exactly what we're doing right now, because in approximately 1.5 hours from now, my friend Colossus is coming home and we can start to do the battle reports analysis. But it doesn't change the fact that these numbers right here already give us a very clear image about the strength of this hero and if he's actually replacing any heroes in TOPWAR right now. And that's exactly what we are gonna address in this video. So let's show the hero right here and say, even though you see this hero being tagged as an army hero, this is not an army hero. This is an universal offense buffing hero. So let's go briefly through his stats right here, and of course it's level 5. After that, we're gonna put some more heroes on the screen in order to highlight even better the difference between them. So this hero has an offense buff for all units, meaning you can use him on tanks, on navy, on planes, doesn't matter, just exactly like Gypsy is. And all units get a 65.4% attack buff, and on top of this, also the first 2 rows get another 45.4% attack enhancement. Now these numbers are slightly different than your account. It's of course my hero war stats, because you see right here, for every 100 war points I'm getting 0.04 higher attack enhancement. Good. What else does this hero have? Just the first 2 rows, which is slots 1 till slot number 6, have a chance to trigger 3 attacks, each being, let's round it up, 145% damage. And on top of this, of course, if those slots from your opponent have the vulnerable buff, then this will go all the way up to 214.2 approximately damage, which is super high. Good, let's have a look at the exclusive level 5 skill of this hero, and of course we see here the level 3 gives you as always a 30% attack of all units and quiz. Now let's have a look at the level 5 exclusive skill, which gives also the slots 7, 8 and 9 now the possibility also to trigger his proc skill. And on top of this, of course, at the start of each round, it will add 1 stack of 30% vulnerable effect onto random slots. So good, that's his level 5 exclusive skill. But now let's enter this crazy land, because you guessed it, we have to have a look at his level 7 exclusive skill. Because his damage will gonna be increased by 130%. So what exactly does this mean? Now when we click here on the hero, you see that each of his 3 attacks are hitting with roughly 145% damage, and that level 7 adds another 130% damage on top. Absolutely and beyond crazy. Also on top of this, the exclusive level 7 we're gonna add at the beginning of each round, the number of enemy units with the vulnerable effect will be increased by 2. So 2 more slots with this vulnerable effect, which is again crazy, and these vulnerable effects can stack, so it's unbelievable. So this is how the hero looks like here. Now let's put some heroes on the screen in order to highlight the difference between them, in order to be more precise. What kind of word do we have to use in this case? Should we still use the word alternative, or should we use a different word, which everybody fears in TOPWAR, which is replacement? Okay, so let me put actually these 3 heroes on the screen. I'm also actually adding Neely on the screen because she is the latest offense buffing hero, in this case specifically only for the tanks, while Mr. Po and Mr. Gypsy Danger are universal offense buffing heroes, which of course are more valuable for your account. So yes, let's first analyze the offense buffing capability, and in this case for the slots 1, 2 and 3, of course Mr. Gypsy has the highest offense buffing capability, but when it comes down to all the unit slots, actually the panda right here, Mr. Po, has a higher offense buffing capability, even higher than Mr. Gypsy. Good, now let's have a look at these three heroes from the exclusive skill perspective. So first of all, let me mention regarding Miss Neely, yeah, her exclusive level 5 has something to do with the magnetic pulse. Yes, she can also cast that, and of course it will be even better or even more effective if she is together with Brunhild, because she's gonna have far more magnetic pulses which she can detonate. Okay, now when it comes down to Po and Mr. Gypsy, we see them literally being kind of the same from the perspective of which they are designed. But there is a noticeable difference between Mr. Po and Mr. Gypsy, and you know what, let's put the numbers from Mr. Mikuyada on the screen in order for you to see that even better. So here are the numbers. From the level 3 exclusive skills perspective, we see Gypsy at 404% damage, we see Mr. Po at 449% damage, and we see Neely at 439% damage. Then when we have a look at the exclusive level 5, we see Mr. Gypsy at 553% versus Mr. Po with 628% versus Neely at 606%. Good, and this is exactly the moment right here when everything goes absolutely crazy, because from the level 7 exclusive skill perspective, we see Mr. Gypsy at 812% versus Neely with 857% versus Mr. Po at 1054%. That's absolutely super crazy. But there is one thing I have to mention here which is super important. Neely is not a universal hero, but Mr. Gypsy and Mr. Fat Bear Po are universal heroes. And this is gonna play a very important role when we are evaluating the heroes. So good, these are the raw numbers. Now let's move and have a look at their proc rate, or in other words, how many times are they triggering these skills which do damage. Of course, I highly recommend you to pause the video right now and take a screenshot of these numbers for later on. So in order to see their proc rate, I actually went into the Sun table and put these three heroes together. Sadly, I have a small mistake right here. And yes, the game is very limited when it comes down to the testing possibilities, meaning, in other words, I actually have to wait for tomorrow to give you more accurate numbers when it comes down from the damage perspective, actually, because yes, beautiful people, I have forgot to downgrade Gypsy to level 5 exclusive skill, but it doesn't change the fact, of course, the heroes don't have any gear on, and we literally need to have a look now at the data in order to see approximately the proc rate of Mr. Po versus Gypsy and versus Neely. So here are the numbers I'm putting now on the screen when it comes down to the hero proc rate. And honestly speaking, yeah, as of right now, I'm seeing Mr. Po having a similar proc rate as Mr. Gypsy, roughly around 37%. But of course, guys, we also have a patch on Friday, and the developers sometimes tend to adjust the newer heroes. So I'm gonna test this again on Friday, and of course I'm gonna talk to my friends which are also doing some tests and see what kind of results they have achieved. From my perspective, I see the proc rate at round about 37%. So beautiful people, can we draw a conclusion out of this? And I think we can slowly start to draw a conclusion. Regarding these heroes which they are implemented right now with this Kung Fu collaboration event, yes, we have expected indeed that these heroes will target the Pacific Rim heroes, simply because the newer server will no longer have the possibility actually to get the Pacific Rim heroes. But the honest truth is, I don't see the Pacific Rim heroes being hit that massively. Quite the contrary. So let me put again the numbers from Mr. Mikuyada on the screen, because that also tells you another story. So let's start to answer some questions. Is Mr. Po, the fat panda bear, actually stronger than Gypsy? And the answer is yes. But I don't see Gypsy in danger. Why? Because you can take Gypsy and you can put him on planes, or you can put him on navies. So Mr. Po, the panda bear, in reality, it's targeting Stromoy, it's targeting Kotiwa, it's even targeting Bradley, it's also targeting Cranston. And of course, it also targets Neely, making these heroes look far more weaker right now due to the implementation of these Kung Fu Panda heroes. But we also have good news when it comes down to these heroes from this collaboration Kung Fu Panda, and you should definitely unlock these heroes with gems right now. I would go even a step further in saying yes, it's absolutely worth it right now to bring this hero Mr. Po to 5 stars, because already without any exclusive skill equipped, this hero is very solid, has an awesome performance, and on top of this, yes, this hero is an universal offense buffing hero. Absolutely great. So anyways, beautiful people, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to support this channel by subscribing to it. And as always, beautiful people, don't forget to see me in the next episode. And yes, the battle reports are coming.